Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we're going to be going over Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. Now we're going to be going over Palantir's new $90 million contract that they have with the government that will be over 5 years. We're going to be going over what this means for Palantir, and we'll also be going over the details of this contract. We'll also be going over how Palantir has just filed a new 8K with the SEC. We're going to be going over what that is and exactly what they will be doing with that 8K. So if you guys have any interest in Palantir, this is something that you are definitely going to want to stick around for. But before we get into any of that, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Webull link down below, where if you use that link, put in $100 into your account, we both get 2 free stocks. So that's an easy way for you to support this channel and also get some free money for yourself. So if you want to do that, the link is down below. But let's get right into Palantir. We are here on the daily chart on TradingView for Palantir. And on our recent Palantir videos, we discussed how a great entry point would be coming in right at this resistance. So if you listen to that, you definitely made some gains on that short-term trade there as we came up, and it looks like we're going to be starting the day at 23.87, just where this candle ended. However, we saw strong rejections off our resistance at 24.07, and we came all the way back down below our support here and then ended the day at 23.09 last Thursday. However, we will be gapping up pretty heavily today, like I said before, to 23.86, and we will be retesting this resistance again at 24.07. So we wanted to see it break above that last Thursday. However, that is not what we got. So hopefully today on Monday we can see a break above this resistance at 24.07. That would be some good strong bullish confirmations for us to come up above this resistance and then test the new resistance at 25.21. So that is something that we will be looking for on the chart today. But let's get right into this Palantir news here, talking about that $90 million government contract that they just have finalized. So you can see here the federal agency that this government contract is with is the National Nuclear Security Administration, or the DOE, and the awarded vendor is Palantir Technologies. The pricing type is also firm fixed priced. So if we come up here a little bit, we can see that the total dollars obligated is just $7 million, and also the current value is 13.6 million. So we can see that there. However, the potential value is $89.9 million, and that will be in 2026. So that is where we get the 5-year, $90 million contract for Palantir that will be with the National Nuclear Security Administration, Department of Energy. That is what DOE is. Now, we do not have a whole lot of details with this contract. We do not know exactly what the DOE will be using Palantir's technology for. However, we can most likely see them using the Foundry technology, which is basically, to simplify this, a CRM that is just pumped up, guys. What this does is it gives you a vast amount of information, but it also tells you and helps you make decisions off that information as well. So that is something that can definitely help any company. And we saw companies like BP save $50 million from this same technology. So that is their most popular technology, and that is what we will most likely see the DOE use from Palantir. However, if we see other technologies from Palantir, like the Gotham, for example, get as popular as the Foundry, we could definitely see Palantir rise in share price. We could definitely see them get back to previous highs around $40 if we can get these other technologies that they have to the same popularity as the Foundry. But let's also get into this other news that we have in this 8K filing with the SEC for Palantir. If we go over here, we can see that this is their Form 8K for Palantir Technologies. And what an 8K is basically is every time there is a financially significant event, they have to file this Form 8K with the SEC to let their investors know that something big just happened with their financials. So we will be going over what it is that is significant enough for us to know and for them to have to file this Form 8K. So if we scroll down here a little bit, I have highlighted this kind of important area. And what we can see here is the 11th Amendment provides for, among other things, an increase of $200 million to the revolving commitments of the existing lenders under the existing credit agreement for total revolving commitments of $400 million. So to kind of summarize what they just did, they increased, basically doubled their already commitments of their existing lenders of around $200 million to $400 million. So they doubled the cash, their credit line that they already had to $400 million from $200 million. And provides for incremental loan facility of additional terms loans for or revolving loans in aggregate principal up to an amount of $100 million with one or more existing or new lenders upon mutual agreement, the company and such lenders. So basically, just the important thing here is they doubled their cash or their credit from $200 million to $400 million. But what I think is very relevant in this 8K news is their past merger with Lilium. So if we go over here, we can see Lilium is something that Palantir has just taken interest in. So Palantir has taken stake in a German air shuttle company, Lilium, via a private placement, according to Reuters. So what Lilium is basically they are an electric aircraft company. And we talked about this in my last Palantir video, so I won't go into this super in depth. But something also you should know is that Lilium will be going public via a SPAC deal with Quell, which I also covered in my last Palantir video. So if you guys want to hear more about this merger, you can go over there and check that out. But what is relevant, I think, with their increase in credit is that they could be making more mergers and more acquisitions with this new money that they have just acquired from their past creditors. But let's go back to this chart here and kind of make some plays on this chart. Like we discussed here on the daily chart, what we'll be looking for is a break above this 2407 resistance to come up to test this 2523. From there, we have our next resistance at 26.46. And then again, we have this 50 EMA, which we are trading below, which is a trouble area, as well as the resistance here at 28.54. But for just today on this daily chart, we'll definitely be looking to get a strong confirmation to come up above here. And we're looking for a daily close above the 2407. This will continue our bullish momentum moving forward. We do not want to respect this resistance and continue down. So we'll be looking for this pre-market price to continue, and once the stock market opens, to come up above 2407. Now, if we come to the 30-minute, we can get a closer look here. On this chart, gives you guys some more shorter term trades. And as you can see, we are still trading in between this 50 EMA as well as this 200 EMA. So this will be a very tricky area. Again, like we talked about in the last Palantir video, we wanted this to come up, break above this resistance as well as the 200 EMA. However, it rejected off of this area, but today it looks like we are ready to attempt this again. We'll be looking to break above this 200 EMA, which is coming down, shows us bull or bearish momentum. However, if we get a break above the 200 EMA, it could eventually make a swing towards the upside, which will show us some bullish momentum. We're also looking for breaks above this 2407. And if we look at past price action over here, we actually did get a break above this resistance, and then we provided a new resistance right here at 24.49. So as you can see, we broke above this resistance, and then we just bounced along in here, consolidating until we hit the 50 EMA, and that sent us all the way down to around $21. So if we do get a break of this resistance, we also want to get a break above this one as well. As you can see, price has respected this resistance in the past. So what we'll be looking for basically to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking is as soon as we get a bullish confirmation, a candle close on the 30-minute, that is where you initiate your buy order at. So this is what you'll be seeing at this time. You'll be putting your first price target here where price respected in the past at 24.49. And you'll also be putting stops just below this support. I think the 200 EMA is an excellent spot, as if we do break above this, get good confirmations to go above, we can use this as a support after we break above, and the 200 EMA is a very strong support. So that is a great area for that. And then once we come up to the 24.50, that is where you'll be taking your first partial profit, reducing your overall position, and ensuring gains. You'll then be moving to your next price target here at 25.23, and then price will then be at the next support at there. And then again, we see this massive stop loss. So what you're going to do is reduce this stop loss there. Sorry about that. And that will make sure that as price continues up, if it does decide to come back down, you will not be taken out at a loss. Instead, you'll be taken out wherever you feel comfortable exiting this position with however much gains that you want. So just keep in mind with that, that is how you manage your trades and ensure gains while reducing risk. However, that is all the information I had for you guys on Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. But if you enjoyed this video, found value in it, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Webull linked down below if you want to get some free stocks with that. But as always, guys, I hope you have an excellent day, get some gains in the market, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.